Hello friends, welcome to channel Reza Blade. I am your friendly neighborhood Reza. Yes, I still am. I am very excited to be making this video. My health condition hasn't really changed. I'm still experiencing, like right now my skin feels like it's on fire and there's a lot of other pain and other stuff. But please don't, you don't have to commiserate with me or anything. It's just kept me from making videos and doing my favorite season up the way I like it. So I thought tonight we'd play a game. And it would give me a chance to... Now, I'm still releasing this tomorrow, I promise. Tomorrow this full video is coming out no matter what. And tomorrow, as I'm filming this, tomorrow is Monday the 30th of October. But I made up these cards... so that I could randomly do manicures. I've used a pendulum before, but I think this is more me, maybe. But, you know, I randomly choose the technique. I randomly choose the colors. And normally I randomly choose the theme, but obviously the theme is going to be Halloween. And then I turn off the camera, I go get my supplies, and I follow the instructions that have been randomly rolled for me. I hope you find this as fun as I think it's going to be. If you'd like to look at what I'm wearing right now on my nails, it's just some random stuff. I think this is from a PPU. It's a Nightmare Before Christmas themed twisting nether lacquer. It's, I mean, I'm in an inflammatory state all over my body, so I'm sorry about my swollen perineum. But I really like this one. I thought it was fun. I like the thumb the best. And it's from this Mr. Fox plate that I got on AliExpress. Mr. Fox-LF005. Very fun plate. Pretty inexpensive too, which is the best bit. Okay, so I have some asymmetrical nails because I mean it's a Halloween mani. I can play around. Now I did want to do this one kind of wonky because you see how they're all pointing the same way except this one and the thumb. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see. But I have a D20 and a D12. And we're going to see what mani I'm going to make for you today. So, first we'll roll for the technique, okay? I'll put this away, and I'm just going to roll. Oh God, that's a problem. Hold on. I'm going to put our friend RBG here to stop the dice if it needs to be stopped. This is the best. Okay, 9. 9. All right, so what does 9 say? 9 is painted border. Okay, this could be fun. This could be fun. Let's see what the color will be. So these aren't like exclusive colors, but the main color of the man. Okay, so we're going to roll our D12 again. I don't know, from the camera it looks like 8. Down here it looks more like it's on the border of the 7 and 8. But since 8 is orange, that's a little boring, but I'll go there. And now we have a D20. So I have the theme picked out. It's Halloween. But if and only if the D20 roll I make will kind of supplement, you know, like give me 2 missions to fulfill instead of 1, that might make for a more entertaining manicure. So, and this will all be quicker the next time I play the game. I just am kind of explaining where I am right now. Sorry this takes so long. All right, so we're going to roll this, and if it works, we're going to roll with it. 16 is people. People. Okay, so here are my instructions. Okay. Here's some paper, though. All right. So we have orange, Halloween, people, painted border. All right, and when I have something put together that'll give me about 15 minutes to show you what I'm doing, then I will rejoin you. Thanks for being patient, and I hope you enjoy the game. Alrighty, okay, so I have everything together. I have, I'm going to be doing a gradient on these nails. So I have coated them with like a peachy, super pastel, orange, whatever you want to call it, instead of white, because I don't know exactly how these particular colors will gradient for me. So I may end up leaving one of these out of there. These two need to be really, really thin, so I don't know. And before I forget, I'm going to, I have two witches that I have stamped. I'm going to go ahead and cover them up with one coat. Now I do this, some people don't cover their stamps before they, before they do the reverse stamping, the coloring them in. If your polish is anywhere even near drying, when you put your little paintbrush to that stamp that's on the stamper, it will come right up. So this is a kind of a preventative. Now, some people just do the one coat. I often do 2 or 3 just because I like to be able to use a little bit of acetone on there if I get something wrong, and not just maybe have to start over on something that I've just spent an hour doing. So here we go. Those are covered, and I might do one more with them. This is LA Colors base coat, top coat. It's like $1. That's why I use it first. And then I use this guy, which is Wet n Wild's Clear Nail Protector. Okay, so if you recall, here are my guidelines that I rolled for this random mani. So what I'm going to do so that I can get on with it, I'm only going to be showing you one or so of each so that I can do this as fast as I can, which usually means quietly or with some really, really loud heavy metal on in the background. It's another way I like to work. Okay, so I'm basing this off of a picture of a sunset that I got online. So that's kind of a purpley gray, and this is more of like a gray. There's always some sort of gray or something on the top end of these sunset gradients. This is, I'm not sure how Jafar by Polish is gonna gradient. We'll see. I might have to replace this one with a different color. We just don't know when it comes to multi-chromes. Okay, so there's that. 2 more. We've got, this is from Nevermind from a few years ago. It's the really perfect Halloween orange. And then we've got Cloud 9, no, Off Tropic. But Cloud 9 from Sinful Colors looks a lot like that too. So, and then the lightest color will go on the bottom for this sky. All right. And then my next visit with you all will be coming back to kind of show you how everything's going and showing you some of the reverse stamping. All right, so it looks like the dark colors went down really well. And I'm mostly gonna need to focus on the brights, which is often the case. Dark colors do tend to really go down well when you're doing the gradient. So my solution is usually not to reapply the dark ones, just the lighter ones. And then the other thing is that you want to give each nail about 20 to 30 seconds in between stamping your gradient on, because otherwise those pink colors will come right back up if you don't give it time to kind of dry in between coats. So here's this one again. I'm kind of aiming a little bit higher than I was before. And I'm still getting darker. So I'm going to say I'm going to be done with this for now. And I might be able to go back in there a little bit later. But, so I'm going to do this to all the nails and then come back to you and show you some of the rest of this process. I don't have all my reverse stamps done yet. There are multiple things planned. These are my experiments. So this is basically my design sheet where I took what ideas I was working with from various plates. So, and then I made my crew diagram. Yeah, it's bad. I'll see you later in a bit. Well, hello there. When we last left our intrepid nail artist, she was performing the same gradient on these two nails and a slightly different gradient on these two. You will see why. And this one I left blank for a reason that will become apparent very soon as well. I started working on these reverse stamps. Looks like I missed a little bit of orange. I don't know if that, yeah. No, that's on the other side. There's a little speck that's on the other side, not the side I'm painting. All right, so all I need to paint of her is her shirt, and she'll be ready. I got her from a PY plate. I don't know who makes them. FO31, this I bought from AliExpress. And here she is on there. But there are all sorts of, if you look, all sorts of really cool. I love the witch flying upside down and the one casually tossing up off some enchantment magic with her wand. That's very cool. And then this witch, who I haven't painted as much with, she is from this plate. This is Halloween 17 from MoYou London. Love their Halloween plates. And so that is what plates I got everything from. Now I need to find a very, very skinny nail brush. This might do for the second witch's skin color. And I'm painting her really, really white, light, so she'll show up well on the background. So, like I said, I don't use a palette for reverse stamping, painting in, because I don't like it wasting polish. That's just going to dry. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm painting in her legs. She's not dressed very practically for flying. It's quite cold up there, you know. Sorry, I jostled it. As some of you know, in order to see through the viewfinder, I'm so short. In order to see through the viewfinder, I have to stand during my videos. So it can be a little bit frustrating to try to do these fine details. Now that her arms are super skinny, so I'm going to offload a bit of this white and see if I can get in there without fudging it up. I'd say that's about as good as I'm gonna get. So now I think I'm ready to do the end of her broom, which, as you see, oh, and I am I'm rinsing off my brush in acetone. Some of you are probably sick of hearing me remind you to wash it off in water afterward. I keep a little tiny shot glass by my workstation for that, so that the acetone doesn't passively eat away at your awesome nail brushes, because this is one of my most prized ones because it's so skinny. I'm going to use this with a brown. Okay, let's use this one. I know this is a Maniology one, but okay. That's what I've got by the side of my, well, actually, on my left side, I have Maniology, and on the right side of my desk, I have my little totes of I'm really hoping and praying I have no tremors. Shoot. So you're going to see why I always put more than one. See, I can move that with my finger. Whereas if I'd had just a tiny little coat or no coat at all, it would be a disaster. And I'd have to redo the stamp. I mean, I'd want to redo the stamp. It's a little dark. Let's try a little bit of this. There's a highlight in there. I also picked this up on my brush because I noticed some spots where I hadn't quite gotten all the flesh tone. So her bum and her knees. So let's get that all settled in there. And let's get her knees too. I hope everyone has a great Halloween. I'm going to try to get this out early today, but given the fact that the last 2 days were solid migraine, I'm not certain. I just hope I do, and I hope you enjoy it when I can get it out. I think she's just about done. I need to do her hair. I'm going to come back when I'm ready to show you some more stuff, okay? Oh, happy day, I have returned. Let's outline what I did while I was gone. I'm going to get rid of this. I just wanted you to be able to see. These sponges, I used to use makeup wedges, and these absorb so much less polish that it takes me a third or a quarter of the polish that it used to take me to do the gradients for a full mani. All right, so I finished coloring these ladies in, and if you haven't put it together yet, this is my version of people, right? That's one of the rules that I rolled, that I have to do this with people. So here are my people, and they are not only colored in, but because they're going over such a bright and dark background, I backed them in white. And because I started this mani a couple days ago, I recoated everything with Wet n Wild's clear makeup protector, which is a clear nail protector, which is a great way to refreshen decals that might have dried on the stamper. So, oh no, hold on. Okay, so, and I also stamped, what did I use? This is Raven from Maniology. I stamped these. These are going to go at the top here and the bottom here to sort of frame the mani. And I am using Ancient Limited Edition Salon Perfect Orange. I do not think this is something that's very easy to get, but you might be able to find it on eBay. Normally I don't mention what I'm using if it's going to be really difficult or expensive to get, but okay, trying to get all the stars. My goal is not, oops, drip drip drip. My goal is not to have to use anything like a paintbrush, but I mean, we see what happens when I try to cut corners. I'm going to try to get this off. It's not like it will affect the stamp because it's at the back end of it. It's just really annoying. All right, I have to wash some things in acetone now. So I learned my lesson, and now I'm going to use a paintbrush to paint in the second one. And I did this on a really cloudy stamper, so I can't check the coverage, but we can all hope. All right, so that's the one I did. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a glop here. Gloop, glop, gloop. And paint everything else in. Whoops, I keep hitting that with my head. mean, technically, I shouldn't have to paint much of these in because only a little bit of it is going onto the nail, but I don't know which bit is going onto the nail. So I am going to leave you, and I'm going to coat these in white too, just in case. I'll be back. Oh, wait. This is from Maniology M312. You see, these are right here. Hello, friends. I am back. And we're finally going to see this mani start to really take shape. So I'm using Clingy, my sticky base coat from Nevermind. And I still can't decide, do I want the witch on the middle finger or on this finger? Let's just leave it to chance. Whichever one I pick up is whichever one I pick up. Alright, we're trying to put very little sticky base coat. I usually overdo it. Okay, I think I was alright there. And then some more. We're going to do this one at the same time, see if that works out. Gotta let it dry a second. And then I don't know. Well, she fits better on the bigger finger, right? So let's go for it. Oh boy, what did I do? Okay, so here she is. And then let's see if it's still sticky over here. So here they are. If you see these little folds right here, that's where I need to come back in with my cleanup brush and put a tiny bit of acetone in there just to make sure that, where are my cleanup brushes actually? I can't find them. Okay, I'm back. So, found my cleanup brush. I'm taking a bit of acetone, not too much. And I'm just patting where the folds are. I don't know if anybody else ever has this problem, but there are little bits of clear polish hanging off the nail. Those go away with the acetone too, of course. And then I'm done. I'm going to do this on the other nail too. Just clean up with acetone. Whether it's on your finger or it's on a stand, cleaning up with acetone still feels pretty much the same. Alright. So, and that I'm going to wash that. I'm going to rinse that cleanup brush off a little later because now it's time to put the other ones on. And I did a bunch while I was gone. I noticed that the other polish that I had used did not have a very good contrast with this. So I did them with this instead. Sinful Colors Orange Crush, which is super sparkly and much lighter. So I'm going to put some sticky base coat on both the end ones. And it's going up here on that. It's going down here on that one. Whoa! Sorry, I spilled my sticky base coat, but I didn't spill badly. It could have gone a lot worse. Alright, so let's see. I probably shouldn't have used my cloudy one. I just wanted to have them going all at the same time. Alright, let's try to make this work. The warmth of your finger sometimes is enough to get it to stick without any folds. It helps that this is a super new decal. I just did these. So there's that one. And then we're still sticky over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And gently peel it off because there's just so much decal. I should have made this a bit smaller probably. So I'm going to clean this up. Sorry, my tremor's really bad today. I'm going to clean this up and come back and show you what I'm going to do with the thumb, okay? Hello friends, we are so close. So here's the thumb. Remember, I did a base of pastel orange instead of white. And I used these 3 polishes. This is like an ombre, or sorry, a duochrome from LA Colors from forever ago. Sizzling Sunset. I mean, like 6 years ago, I think. This is an old Graceful polish, Temporal Essence, and this I got, I don't know where, somewhere, but it was $1. It was a cheapo. But if you can see, I filled it in with white, but I did kind of a gradient. So the thumb is big enough that I need 2 stamps. So let's do that. The other thing that I've done is I have put my kind of hollow top coat on my nails. So these guys are pretty much done, so I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I guess I'm biased, but I often think my work stinks, so and these light stars are so much better than the other stars would have been. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put the whatever down. I'm gonna show you, well, I guess I showed you this. I don't really need to show you a picture. I took a still picture of, where's my sticky base go? Okay, sorry. I would literally lose my head if it weren't attached by sinew, bone, and skin. I probably didn't need to go that far in that idiom. All right. What am I doing? I just did that. You could tell. I've been really having trouble lately. Just so many migraines. All right. But you know what? It's still Halloween. And we can still have pretty Halloween nails, even if we don't feel great. Alright, so the bottom is the one with the duochrome. So this one's going to go on top, and they're going to meet in the middle. I've got a little overlap with this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's so microscopic. But I am going to go ahead and put this on first. So let's just pray that they're wide enough. Sometimes you have to do a little extra stamping. Did I even put that on in the right place? Let's hope so. Another thing with these decals is that you can, if you so choose or need to, like use the warmth of your hand, of your finger. It takes a little bit, so you might not show you the whole thing. So and then I'll just have to touch up a little bit right there. But I'm going to put this on and then just show you a picture of what I accomplished on my hand. And I hope everybody... Whoa! Whoa! See, this is what happens when I don't let them dry for like an hour. I was in a real hurry to do this. So this decal's only been drying for a few minutes. And you can tell too much cut off over here. And this side looks even worse than it did before. So I'm going to fix that. I got to take all this off too. I made that real hard for myself. But you know what? We all screw up. And I bet these will still look awesome. You will be the judge. Anyway, I think I said like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to end the video with a picture of these so you can see what they look on. I hope you enjoyed. I know this was a long tutorial, but I mean, you know, it's like an intermediate to advanced mayonnaise. So, in my opinion. But I hope you love it, and I hope you have a great Halloween. And I will see you soon. All right, everybody. Final clip. I did put them on because I realized after the last video bit that I filmed, I did not follow the instructions of painted border. And I really didn't want to paint a border. I don't think it looks as good as it did before. But I did paint a border on these two. And so this is the set. I hope you like it. Here's the thumb. Forgive the inflammation. But have a happy Halloween. And thank you for sticking around with me. And I really hope that you enjoyed this kind of tutorial. I mean, you know, you go from like a vision board into you know, rudimentary diagram, because I can't draw, can you tell? You know, to a mani. So have a good one, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out. Bye-bye.